The year's 1980. This is where I'm going to take you. We moved to Roland Row on High Port Flats. I was 18. I did think things were going to change. I was very, very naive. I used to go out every single night. I weren't allowed out, weren't allowed to go nowhere. Had no money for any food or anything like that, but I'm a survivor. And I always found something from somewhere. I knew we were manking about, and it really hurt me. Hurt me because, well, we just got married, and why would he want to do that? I just don't get it. Anyway, each night, if he came back, he used to kick the door in, or there were like a little square box at the bottom of the door. And I think he used to do that just to like terrify me first. And knowing, I know I could lay in bed and I could hear. And we were walking on landing because the flat was downstairs. My heart, oh God, my heartbeat was in my throat. I was that scared. And he'd just come in and he'd start smashing everything up. We didn't have anything. We got like an old second-hand bed, what? I think people must have died in it. An old-fashioned wardrobe, one of those old brown one. And he used to smash it to smithereens. I just didn't understand. I really didn't understand why. I've got to start toughening up, I know that. He used to say to me, I don't want you, but nobody else is having you. Yeah. I can remember one night, he'd come in and he'd smashed everything up. He'd smashed the wardrobe. I thought, I've got to get away. I've just got to get away. I can't. But I don't know if you know, when you're that scared of someone, you need to know where they are, what they're doing, what they're thinking, where they're going. You need to know. Because it don't matter how far you are, you could be at the other side of the world and you will be always looking behind your back all the time. It's just the fear, the sheer fear of it. People used to say, well, why don't you go? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? No, you just don't. My lesson had been learned. I had never done anything. Never done nothing wrong. And I used to get beat to a pulp. So no. I needed to know where he were. I needed to be in front. I needed to know what he were thinking, what he were doing. I needed to play his game somehow, because I weren't going to lose. I wasn't going to lose. I'd suffered all that when I was young. For me to have all that with my stepdad and then have this, it just weren't right. Being picked on at school, bullied at school, it weren't right. It weren't. And I'd got to start. I had to start fending for myself. I really did. Nobody had helped me. Nobody at all had helped me because they were too scared. And I know they wanted to. Not even for an egg sandwich. There was one person in them years ago what did, and my friend Karen and her partner Frank, they lived on Wyburn. She was feisty, Karen, very feisty. She didn't care. She really didn't. And he threatened her and threatened Frank and threatened to put the windows through if they helped me. But she said, fuck him. Who's he think he is? I was scared. I was scared for her. But she was just a right tough nut. She was only a couple of years older than me. Frank were a good bloke. A good bloke. I used to be quite envious of her. He used to take her out. She used to eat every day. God, thinking back now that like you get excited for food. Yeah, she did look after me and Frank. One day, I don't know how, why, I'd been saving pennies. And he found out that I got £1 in pennies. Somebody had let cat out of the bag. And I know it doesn't sound a lot, but £1. How many loaves could I buy? I could buy eggs, loaves, potatoes, flour. I got meals for at least 2 weeks. And he knew, and he wanted this £1. Of course, I denied it. At Roland Row, it was second from top. There were 13 floors, so we were on 12. As usual, smashing everything up. And there were a veranda, I can remember. And he says, with that £1, I'll get you back. Yeah, all right. Oh, he got hold of me. And he was shoving me over. And I was just screaming. I was out of my mind, screaming. I know nobody had help. I know nobody had phoned police. And he's got me. And I started bending over. Oh my God. I am absolutely terrified of heights. I am so scared of heights. And he lifted me over and he just grabbed hold of my ankle and I was dangling upside down. I was terrified. I think I peed myself. I know that I did. Oh my God. And the only thing I could think on is, I wonder if it's going to hurt. Because I know going straight down 12 floors, first thing what it's going to impact is my head. I can't even remember what happened after that. I can't. I think I gave him £1. I've got to have, otherwise I won't be telling your story now. Absolutely terrified that I need to leave. I've got to go, but I've got nowhere to go. Karen said to me, come and stay at mine. I daren't stay at anybody's house, remembering what had happened when I were at Billy and Lynn's. I daren't. It smashed the wardrobe up, the old wardrobe. And I put it in the other bedroom. And it was laid down in 2 halves. It was like a coffin. I needed to know where he were. I needed to know that I didn't have to look behind me every 2 seconds. I needed to know. So Karen said, come down to Parkway. I'll get you some drinks. Parkway were on Park Hill Flats. I decided to. But I couldn't sit in the pub. So she had to fetch me drinks in the toilet. And there I stayed in the toilet while everybody were there enjoying themselves. Because if I'd have been sat there, getting other people involved, it wouldn't have been nice. So that night, before I went to Parkway, got a tin of paint, tin of glass, some matches, a candle, a fag, a quilt, and a pillow. And that were going to be my home. And he wouldn't know anything about it. Every night, I go to Parkway, sit in the toilet, they fetch me drinks, a few other lasses would fetch me a drink in, and I'd stagger back to that flat thinking, yeah, I can't take no more. He used to fetch Spurs back every night. I was that drunk, that scared, and having to lay there in this like coffin thing. Every single sound. That walking, landing, my heart beating that much. I'd always hear the door go. Always too late. Always too late. Because they've done the business in my bed. And then gone. One day, he caught me. Got a battering as usual. I thought, I can't stay there. So what I did, there was a big cupboard outside. And in that cupboard was a big roll of carpet. So I just moved all the stuff into the cupboard. The carpet was stood up and I could get in. One night, I'd been to the pub, in the toilet all night, came back, got in the carpet, because I knew he'd go in that bedroom and check. So I'm in this carpet and I could hear him, Harry, and all his friends. They were all talking about who they'd been with, who they'd slept with, what they'd done, how they'd done it. Oh yes, oh yes, golden opportunity here, oh yes. Next thing, I needed a wee. Oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh no. And I was trying to, I couldn't get out, I couldn't make a noise. I made a noise, he was there, that's it. I'd be straight over the balcony. Oh my God, what am I going to do? So I thought, I'm just going to have to stand there and wait. That's the only thing I can do. I'm laughing now because, oh God. So I started weighing. And I couldn't bend down because the carpet was too tight. And I could see the wee going underneath the door. And I was trying to scoop it up with my foot, I thought, oh my God, no. I mean, obviously I weren't laughing at the time, believe you me, I weren't laughing. Next thing, I heard one of his friends, Steve Cattell. And what's that? His open door. I was like a rabbit in the middle of the road, the lights. And I just stood and I went, oh my God. And I was just like that with my head. And he looked at me and just shut the door. And he shouted swearing, come on, we're going. I went, no. He went, come on, we're going. Oh my God. We're saved. I was really saved. I knew I got to get him back. I knew I got to get Harry back. I got to do something. Got to get my brain working. while they were there that night, they were talking about this job that they'd done in a factory. They'd all got out apart from Mary. And I heard him saying he were locked in and he needed to go to the toilet for a number 2. He didn't use that word. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My brain would tick, 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 tick. Oh, yes. I know what I'm going to do. A couple of weeks went past. I had to keep out of the way. I didn't see him. Uh-oh. And then one day, came to the flat. He'd been with his birds. I says, oh, I'm glad you've called. Yeah, I went, police have been looking for you. And he shut the fuck up. I went, okay. I says, but they've come because they know it's you that was in that factory. He went, what factory? I said, factory. They know it were you. I went, and how do they know that? I says, they've took some of your underpants. You are? You stupid bastard. I went, they've took some of your underpants for forensic skid mark test. How on earth I didn't laugh, I'll never know. I went, and they're coming back. They're coming back. You're on serious trouble. Obviously noted. So, got rid of him. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Then he found out I was lying. Because everybody knew about it. I laid in bed. Heard him coming. Cross landing. Next thing. Door off its hinges. I've run into the bathroom, hid behind the door. He's run downstairs, run into the bedroom, and I've run straight upstairs. I've run and run and run. I've run all the way because I daren't get lift. Because if he caught me in lift, that's it. And I've run all the way down to the bottom. I've carried on running. I've run to Duke Street. I've got my nightie on. Where am I going? What am I doing? What am I doing? Telephone box. Oh, I kept saying telephone box. And I was shaking that much. I didn't know what to do. And I didn't know whether to phone 999. Were I going to phone me auntie? I didn't know what I was going to do. Next thing, I sees these headlights. I knew it were him. It stopped. Then engine started. I don't even get out of that telephone box. Telephone box outside Grinelli's on Duke Street. Dare not move. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, so there was nobody about. Next thing, started revving. Came down the hill at such speed, smashing into the telephone box while I were in. Oh my God, I set off running. Oh my God. I don't know how I've managed to get in a taxi. I didn't know where I was going. I got no money. I know one thing. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. But I can't go to police. I don't go to police. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I ended up going to my Auntie Elaine's. He didn't know her. He didn't know where she lived. I stayed there for a week or 2. I'm going to go forward now to 1985. By this time I'd moved to Gleeglas on Leighton Road, 425 Leighton Road. Got lovely neighbours next door, Yvonne and John. Do you know what it were like? Yvonne, I told her. By this time Mary were in prison and I'd had Calm and I was pregnant with Chance. He was seen someday, but I kept getting beatings for it. If I saw him with her, I'd get a beating. He'd smash the flat up. I'd get another beating. So one day, I'd had enough. I just gave birth to Chance. And I went into town. Chance were 1 week old. Calm were just 2. And I saw him with Pat. I'll not say a second name. I moved across to the other side of the road because I knew if he saw me, I would get it for him being with somebody else. Crazy. I went and started divorce proceedings. I went home. I put Calm in bed and I was feeding Chance at about 10 o'clock at night. Next thing, big house brick came through the window. Miss Chance's head by that much. Oh, terrified. He's run round, running out, and I was like clinging on to Chance. But I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't be clinging on to Chance. He's a newborn baby. But I didn't know what to do to put him down. Would he hurt him? I knew he wouldn't hurt him physically or mean to. But there's always that possibility that while he's battering me, he's going to get hurt. Somebody had phoned police. He were off. He were off like a flash. I felt safe. 3 weeks later, I hadn't seen anything of him. 3 weeks later, I laid in bed. Chance was here. Con was here. I'd got a code to next door neighbour that if I knocked on the wall, she phones the police. 999, no ifs or buts, phone 999. I laid in bed. Next thing, the door come off its hinges. I couldn't move, I couldn't get up. I got my babies in my arms. He'd run upstairs. And we got some weights. Well, he had big old-fashioned ones with big round weights on end of metal bar. He's picked it up and he's thrown the weight. And it stuck me there. By the grace of God, I don't know how, because Calm and Chance were there, that it had just missed them. Oh my God. I screamed. I don't know where I've got my strength from. I've choked the weight. Next thing, he's picked the phone. We've got a phone, an old-fashioned dial phone at the side of the bed. He's picked that up and gone like that. I've moved my arm and it smashed Chance. He was 3 weeks old in his face. Oh my God, there was blood all over. There was blood everywhere. Everywhere. He was screaming. Calm was screaming. I didn't know what we were going to do. I was just hoping and praying that they'd heard next door, because she needed to phone police, because I were going to die. And my kids were going to die. And I didn't know what to do. They were screaming at me for me to shut up crying, for me to shut the kids up screaming. I was trying to soothe them, and I didn't know what to do, and I was just panicking and making sure they're all right, and I put them in different side of bed, and then he's screaming, "Get kids out of here!" And I had to put them, and they were crying their eyes out, and there were blood all over chance. Next thing, he gets a sweeping brush, and he hit me so hard with the sweeping brush. I've gone like that, and it snapped. And I've turned round, and he started hitting me. And every time he hit me, brush snapped. I've looked down, and my legs were purple. Oh God, no, he's crippled me. He's fucking crippled me. I said, please, phone me an ambulance. Phone me an ambulance. He went, I'm telling you now, you're not getting no ambulance. I said, please phone me an ambulance. Please phone me an ambulance. I don't know why. He went, I'll phone you an ambulance. I'll phone you one. He went, but I'm telling you now, you don't go out on a stretcher. You're dead. We're ambulance men. All right. And I've shuffled downstairs. I couldn't move my legs. I really did think that were it. I was crippled. It's broke me back.